comfortable. Let's bring it down a bit. Okay. Hey guys, welcome to my September 2024 monthly reset video. In today's video, I will be talking about the books. So I've got a bunch of books here. I will be reflecting on not just the last quarter but also looking at last September's planning, and then I will also be doing my budget here and a lot of things. I do have some kombucha here and also my protein shake because I feel like this is going to be a long video. Then I've got my mobile and iPad and AirPods as well, because there'll be a segment where I just need to look at my numbers again. So that is going to be the focus of my September 2024 monthly reset video. So let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to Budget with a July Dreamer. My name is Miranda, and on this channel I share everything personal finance. I cover budgeting, saving and investing. If these topics are of interest to you, then please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into today's video. So for today's video, I thought I first start off with reflecting not only over the last 2 months, because September is the third and final month of Q3, so we are going to be looking at the Q3 goals that I have set, but I also thought I look at September 2023. There was just something about this reset. When I started planning it, I was like, I wonder what I did last year and where I was with the goals that I had for last year, and I thought, why not incorporate that in today's video? So we will be tackling that. Then in the same scope of looking at last year and also reflecting on the last 2 months, we'll also be looking at the Q3 goals that I set for this year, where I am with those and how I am doing. So that is going to be the focus of what I do in the month of September. And then after that, we'll touch on the books. This is connected with the goals that I set for September. After the books, we'll then move on to my budget. I won't incorporate the August budget because we still have exactly 1 week before the month ends, so I won't be incorporating that because a lot could happen and will happen, I'm sure. So I just want to make sure once I've managed to close out the budget, reflected on my spending, then I'll make a video about my August spending. So starting off first with my September 2023, I have my old notebook here and also my this was my what is it, a calendar, a monthly calendar that I had. Just like for this year, I have my pink plain lined planner, and then I have my legend planner here, which with all of the dates, so weekly planner. So I always have at least 2 notebooks that help me plan out together with my devices. So I need my devices on the go, but I also take these because they're quite small, so I can travel with these easily. So when I was looking at my September, I won't look at the budget because obviously I'll cover that in a separate segment, but I started looking at the goals that I set for myself in September 2023. I had set to renew my car insurance. I said to do it annually instead of monthly, and I've been doing annually for the last 4 years, I think, and I was able to do that. I said to get my tires replaced. So this month of August, I went and I had my car MOT'd. It passed, but they did tell me that my brake pads are on their last legs and I should look to replace them. So I am going to budget for the brake pads because I think they sent me, I know they sent me the price for the brake pads, but the damn email wouldn't open for some reason. The attachments, I should say, wouldn't download for some unknown reason. Still not downloading. Oh, it's downloaded. So okay, so I need to at least budget about 155 and 45 pence for my brake pads, changing them and all of that good jazz. So I will be doing that, so I'll be incorporating that. So just almost similar to what I did last year. So last year was tires, this year is brake pads. Last year I said to reach at least 5,000 in my emergency fund. This year I'm not sure if that will happen, but I could try. Right, I'm not near 5,000 anymore in my emergency fund because I depleted it. So we'll see where I can get and see if it's one of the goals that I would like to achieve. And then I say to pay down my debt as much as possible, and I specifically targeted my current personal loan to be under 30k, and I was able to achieve that. So all of the goals that I set last year for September I was able to achieve. So I'm getting that motivation to, you know, like I'll be able to achieve my September 2024 goals as well. But I found it quite interesting to see that the goals that I set last September are more or less the same goals that I will be setting for September this year. So pretty interesting. And there wasn't anything too spectacular that happened in the month of September. Actually, I lied, there was. I interviewed internally for a job, I got the job, and I got 10% pay rise. You know, it was great. I did travel this year. Things are a lot different. I'm not traveling this year. I'm just, well, not traveling per se, but for 2 more months. So September and October I'm not traveling, but I'm traveling November and December. So yeah, but just reflecting on September last year, so many wonderful things happened. September is my best friend's birthday and my mom's birthday, and we're doing something for both this year. Last year I don't think we did much. I think I wrote here that I took mom for brunch last year, and then a little retail therapy. I remember that much. And then I took her back home. So we'll do something similar this year as well. Yeah, so we'll see, but I'm very excited for September 2024. But looking at where I was last year really does give me a sense of achievement, if I am honest, because there's so many goals that I was just writing down and knuckling down on them and not thinking too much, but then I look back and see how much I was able to achieve. Really makes me happy. One of the things that I've noticed over the last couple of months for me this year that I've not been doing is going to the spa. And funny enough, in the notebook I had written, firstly, to support mom at a show in London. So my mom is very creative, so she does a lot of crafts and all of that. So she sews, she knits, she crochets. So we go to these craft shows every year. We did one for August near me, and I think mom has another one in October. Yeah, I think mom has another one in October, so I am looking to support her there. And then I had here to meet up with my friends to book theater and go to the theater, to book the spa. So the spa is the only thing that I did not accomplish last year, but I'm glad to see that similarly to what I'm planning this year, I did last year as well. So I'm very excited for September 2024, sorry. But looking at 2023, it was a great month. So many achievements that I was able to achieve last year, and I'm very excited about this year. So now that we've reflected and looked back at where I was last year, let's move on to this year. But I need to take a sip first. I love this kombucha, you guys. Okay, so in my legend planner, the small version of the big legend planner that I've been using since 2021, this one is kind of like smaller and condensed, and in the big one I think I had 5 goals. In this one I only have section for 3 goals. So for Q3 I set to pay off my Amex and my Barclays credit cards, to reach 65k in my work pension, and then to read at least 10 books in Q3. And I specifically wrote down the 5 that I wanted to focus on. So that was Fall into Temptation, The Ritual, How to Kill Your Family, Confess, and Ugly Love. So these are the books that I wanted to focus on, and overall the goals for Q3. So I am happy that for the first got to pay off my credit cards. 2 of them I was able to do that, and I'll talk more about this in my debt update video for the month of August. So I'm really happy that I was able to achieve this. With goal number 2, by the time we end August, I would have achieved this as well, because when I looked yesterday or the day before, I was at 64,000 pounds, and for my work, my contribution or my employer's contribution together comes up to over 1,500. So I would definitely be reaching this goal in August, so very excited about that. And then in terms of books, which is what I'll move on to in a moment, I'm on a struggle bus. I've been on a struggle bus for the last, I want to say 5 going on 6 months now. I'm not really sure what's going on with my reading, but I'm just not feeling the urge to pick up a book and read. In the morning, I wake up 5 a.m. every single day. Between 5 and 6:30 I have that time, and I just choose to stay in bed. I could read then. 6:30 Monday, Wednesday and Fridays I go to the gym for an hour, and then I have between 8 and 9 a.m. another time which I could read as well, but I choose not to. I've been choosing not to for the last 6 months now, and I don't even know what's going on with me, but I really need to get my hood back on and start reading my books. So we'll talk about these books again. I've just quickly mentioned them in a moment, but that is what I currently have in my Q3 overview. And then if I go to what I'm planning for the month of September, I haven't got a lot of things in here yet. I just have like a couple of weekends planned out. So I have got in my calendar so far to celebrate. Oh, what's going on there? Okay, we're back. I have in my calendar to celebrate my best friend's birthday. I have in here to attend Pilates with one of my friends. So we're gonna do Pilates first and then drive over to my best friend's house and then celebrate her birthday. Then the weekend after we'll be celebrating mom's birthday. I'm very excited for this. And then the third weekend in September, I have no plans there and I'm happy for me. And the final weekend as well. The final weekend is when my car insurance is due, but obviously we're going to try and see if we can renew earlier than that. But I don't have plans for the last 2 weekends of the month, which I'm very happy for me because I don't often have free weekends. And for me, free means both Saturday and Sunday I'm not doing anything, because for most months I have an activity on Saturday, which means on Sunday I don't really get to do much. I like to have one day where I'm doing nothing and one day where I'm running errands, but if I've got activities I can't run my errands, so that moves to Sunday and that pisses me off. So it's looking like a very promising month. So celebrate mom's birthday, celebrate my best friend's birthday, renew car insurance like I said, and then I also need to renew my network rail card. This is something that I have been benefiting from for the last year. A friend of mine, the one I do Pilates with, was like, you should get a network rail card, because I was complaining about the price of train tickets from my area into London Central, and it was absolutely ridiculous. But with the network rail card I now get it cheaper, which is absolutely great. And I just signed up to Monzo perks, so I pay £7 to Monzo every single month, and in that, one of the perks is I get a free network rail card. So it works out for me, plus weekly Greg's treat. I was hoping to get the Greg's treat today, but maybe I'll do it tomorrow. We shall see. But that is what I have in terms of the goals. But I'm also thinking, obviously I've talked about getting the brake pads fixed, so that will be something that I'll be doing in September. What else did I talk about comparing it to last year? I don't think there was much that I was thinking about. I think it was the brake pads, which I have got that covered already. Brake pads, car insurance. I can't think of a lot of things. I do want to do one big thing in September, and that is do my first ever Costco shop. I have already started building out the list of things I want to buy from Costco. I'm very excited about that, but let's look at my budget and see if my budget agrees. I do normally have a budget of £200 for my food budget, and it's been serving me well. But when I was looking for these planners from 2023, I stumbled upon, well, not stumbled upon because I keep them in one place. I looked at my 2021 planner where my budget for food was £100, 2022 planner where my budget for food was £150, and then this year where my budget is 200, sometimes 250 if I'm hosting. But it's absolutely ridiculous how crazy expensive things have gotten, but that's the state of the world right now. But yeah, I don't think I wrote any goals in here. All I know is that for the month of September, the final month for Q3, I really want to get as close to achieving a lot of my financial goals as I can, because for those of you who don't know, I prefer to set my annual goals for next year. So for 2025, I'll start planning them out in October. So my 2024 goals, I set them in October last year, and I shared them October, November last year as well. So I like to do that, and I want to look at how I have been faring. And so far, I think over of my 4-year plan, I've only achieved one of the 3 goals that I have. Of my overall 2024 financial goals, I am nowhere near achieving any of the goals. I did say when I was setting these goals that all of them scare me because they are all hard to achieve. That's what I thought. And well, we shall see how I get on. But that is where I am with my goals. I'm very excited for the final month of Q3 and start planning already for 2025. 2025 is my year 5 of my 5-year plan. Very excited. It's crazy thinking, oh, I can't wait for 2026 because I'm not planning on setting any goals. Maybe I might bite my words then, but I'm just looking to reach a stage where I can rest from having financial goals, if I'm honest. Like, I love setting goals, I love aiming higher and achieving goals, but I'm getting burnt out. There's something about year 4, like I'm so burnt out, I literally just need to take a breather. And I think taking a break after my 5-year plan is over might help me, but we shall see. So that is the reflection on Q3 2023 and September 2023, but also a reflection on how the last 2 months of Q3 have been going for 2024 and my plans for September 2024. Now let's move over to books, but first a sip. Okay, so as part of my Q3 goals, I said I wanted to read at least 10 books, and of those 10 books I had highlighted 5 of them. So here the front one is my Kindle, but these are the books. So on my Kindle I had Fall into Temptation as one of the books that I wanted to read, and this Fall into Temptation is by Lucy Score. I was able to read that. I'm happy I was able to at least read 1 book so far, but I definitely need to get a move on and read some more books. And the books that are currently on the list to be read is, first, this is Confession by Colleen Hoover. I don't know if you see it because it's so bright. Yeah, but this is Confession by Colleen Hoover. So this is one of the books that I have started reading. I am currently on page 18. We haven't made much progress there. And then I have another Colleen Hoover book called Ugly Love. This one I'm excited to read, but I also don't know why I haven't started it yet, but we shall see. So this is the second Colleen Hoover book I'm planning to read. Then the third book I have is How to Kill Your Family. This is by Bella McKee. Excited to read this book as well. And then the final book, which is as big as the Bible, is The Ritual. I have tried, you guys. Like, I have tried getting into it. I did get into it and then I fell off. So right now we are about on page 129. We're about to start chapter 15. It's a good book. It's just a slow burn for me. I started it first on the Kindle and I was just like, it felt like I wasn't moving at all. Then I bought the hard copy and it came in this size, and it honestly feels like a Bible. And I'm struggling to read it, but I'm gonna read all of these books whether I like it or not. I'm gonna have to find some time, especially since I have 2 weekends where I'm not, as of now, not planned to go out or do anything. I'm gonna have to just unplug everything and then focus on reading these two, not these 2 books, but these 5 books. Yeah, 4 books, because I've read 1 already, but these are the books that I'm thinking of reading. Wish me luck, because I have been struggling, you guys. Like, I have tried. I've really tried, and nothing has been working so far, but we shall see. Anyway, now I'm going to move over to my budget, my plan for my September budget. Let me see if it will look better for me. I will just do screen grabs. I won't do screen record for this budget. Let's see, September. Okay, so I'm gonna take a moment and just input some goals in this tracker, and then we can start talking about this. So hey guys, so change of location, still in the living room, but my camera card got full. Then I had to do some work around the house, so here we are. And we've also moved to the laptop instead of the iPad for this segment of this video. So right now I'm doing my September 2024 budget. So starting off first, like I said, I won't be doing screen records. I will do screen grabs. So for the month of September, the monthly reminder is you are the most important project you will ever work on. No truer words have ever been spoken. You really are the most important project. You really have to work on yourself, invest in yourself, and I hope I've been doing this right, because I think I've been investing in myself for a while now. So for the month of September, my top priorities are as follows. I've shared them already in my plans for September, but I want to celebrate my mom for her birthday, my best friend for her birthday. Then I also want to make sure I renew my car insurance as well as my rail card. And then in terms of my top goals, I do actually need to put in here pay water bill. My water bill, I get charged twice a year, so that is in March and in September. We're at the end of August and I don't yet know the amount, so we are going to guesstimate in the budget. My second top goal is to save at least £100 for my 100 envelope savings challenge. I need to get my brake pads fixed, so that's going to be about 160, so we need to adjust my budget. And then I need to book tickets for the theater, because I haven't been to the theater in a while and I want to do that, because that's one of the activities that I set for myself for 2024. So spa 1 month, the next month we do the theater. Last month I did neither, so this month if I could do both, I think let me put book and attend, book/attend the spa and all. No, so I said the theater and or the spa. Hopefully I can get a slot to my spa. I have a spa subscription that I pay into every single month, so it'd be good if I could go this month. But those are my top goals for September of 2024. Now let's go to my budget. In terms of cash flow, I am expecting to bring in at least 6,500 in the month of September. This is normal for me, so that is what we'll be budgeting. Starting off with my bills summary, so the main bills that I have to pay for, so that is my mortgage, which is 1,500. It's less than that, but I like to round up, so I actually pay 1,500 every single month. My advanced mortgage is £400. If you're new here and don't know why I have an advanced mortgage, it's because I released equity from this house to buy my third rental property, so that's the additional loan that I pay for this house. Council tax, it's 158, but I was budget 160. I believe in the principle of budgeting more instead of less or exactly how much I'm expecting to pay. I really just like having a buffer in my account. Combined utilities is 130. Income protection, budgeting 90, because I was assuming based on the letter they sent me that this would change to £86, but last month I still paid £84.49, so I'm not really sure, so I'm sticking to 90 in case for September it does change to what they told me in the letter, which is £86 something. My life insurance is 79, but I budget 80. Internet, it's 58, so this is internet and line rental for my mobile. So I just need to check this out because they already sent me a text message to tell me how much my bill was going to be. So they said my bill is going to be 53, 52, so 58 should be fine because I'm accounting for something that I don't think they have added, but I could be wrong. So let's just budget a little bit more, so £58. Travel insurance, £25. Gym is 42, and I actually budgeted 42 because this doesn't change. I want to change. And then my mobile, second mobile, I'm budgeting £20. Nothing for TV license because I paid that off back in April for the whole year, so no bill due until April next year. My water, I'm estimating £200. Last September I paid 186 or 145 thereabouts, so I'm just guesstimating to £200, but if it's less, great. If it's more, oh well, you know, my budget can swallow it, I think. So yeah, and then taxes 0 because I haven't filed any taxes yet. So for the month of September I'm expecting to send £2,705 thereabouts. So of the 6,500, about 2,700 is going towards my bills. If we then move over to my investments, because again I believe in the principle of paying myself first. So paying myself first for me looks like sending money towards my investments, sending money towards debt, and also saving. That's what it looks like. So let's do that. So when it comes to my investments, for my ISA and my SIP, I'm going to send 200 towards my, actually no, I need to change this. So this is what I'm hoping to do in October. So recently I made a video about if I should pause my investments, and some of the good advice that I got there, and they were like, yeah, for sure you should pause your investments. And I'm going to just note in September, because for September I want to stick to the goals that I set, so Q3 still stays unaffected, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna change this up in October. So in the budget tracker right now I have 200 for ISA and 125 for SIP. These are the amounts I'm actually gonna move to October. So I'm gonna move these amounts to October and then change it up for September, because we're not changing yet. So for September I'm going to change back to 300 for the SIP, 300 for the ISA, 200 for the SIP. My work contribution 125 stays the same. Plum, we're going to not budget anything because this one is based off the roundup that my app does. So it connected to my main bank, so it just rounds up every single month. Sometimes I budget 100, but no, most of the time it's more than this, so we're not going to do anything there. I'm going to stick to my £25 for free trade, and then £50 will go towards my LISA. So for September, we're gonna stick to the usual £700 being sent towards my my investments. The next pay myself first is my debt. Here you will notice a change. I now have 2 loans. So the first loan is the one that I've been talking about all this time, which is my Zopa loan. I pay $650 minimum, but I like to pay $700 every single month. That £50 extra makes a huge difference towards my loan, because when I pay a little bit extra, they adjust my interest, so I pay less interest. So $700 is what I'm planning. Then my creation loan, this is a loan I've just taken out in the month of August, and I'll talk about it in my debt-free update video. This one, the minimum repayment is £600, but I'm going to be doing $650. So for that one, I'm putting $650, which means for my debt, I'm anticipating to send $1,350. Actually, do you know what, let me put because I do need to be sending some money to my £50 towards my Halifax, my nationwide, sorry, and that will bring to 1,400 going towards my debt. So 700 to my investments, and then to my debt 1,400 from the 6,500 so far, which I'm going to change in a moment because 250 over right now based on my budget. So if I go towards my saving, the final part of my paying myself first, vacation fund, so that's the 100 envelope savings challenge. I'm budgeting at least £100. Emergency fund, we're budgeting 45 for September, but I'm going to be using every extra money that I have in September to go towards my my emergency fund, because the goal is to refund my emergency fund. I talked about this in should I pause my investments video, that I want to refund my emergency fund because I have been using it every single month for the last, I don't even know, 6 months now, which is crazy. So that's now been depleted and we need to replenish that. So right now I have it 45, but let me first move things around and see what I'll be left with. So with my expenses, whatever is left, I was going to send to my expenses, but I'm going to move things around and I'm planning to do things a little bit differently for September. So in my tracker, I'm going to remove everything that I have in here. So I'm gonna remove the groceries. Wellness remains because I pay that and I want to keep that. Restaurant is being removed. Coffee is being removed. Fuel I'm gonna keep because I'm driving twice, one to my friend's house, one to my friend's house for her birthday celebrations, and then 2 for my mom's birthday, so I'll need fuel. So I'm gonna keep £100 just for fuel. Tithe and giving, we're actually going to remove that as well. And then miscellaneous, we're removing. Self-care, 100. I think I might need to do my nails, but we're gonna remove this. Shopping, 50 I put, we're removing this. Subscriptions, I'm keeping the 150 because I do have subscriptions. So in subscriptions, I have my dental monthly repayment that I have, so that's a subscription with my local dentist, and I get 2 treatments and 1 hygienist for free. Well, it's not free because I'm paying monthly, but yeah, so I'm keeping the subscription. This also includes Netflix, includes Spotify, and all my little other subscriptions that I have, so it's about 150 a month. Travel, we're 0. Housing, we're removing this. Business, I'm keeping at 200 because that's how much I send towards my business. And then for car, I am budgeting 300, but I think this one I should probably be maybe 425. Yeah, so me removing everything else in my budget right now, in my variable expenses, it means I'm sending, for what I've added in, £1,000. For everything else, I have it at 0 right now. So let me just take a screen grab of what this is looking at like right now, and then you'll see what I mean. So I need to just do a screen grab of, yeah, so this is for my variable expenses. So £1,000 is what I'm thinking I should send, but it means I have right now I have unallocated £595 of expenses. That's what I'm thinking. And that I'm gonna take of that 500, I'm gonna send 95 towards my emergency fund, so that I will have 100, just under £200 going towards my savings and sinking funds. And then the £500 that is actually left, I'm just going to put the whole amount under groceries. Remember, I'm doing a big Costco shop, and everything is just gonna go under groceries. I'm not budgeting anything for restaurants, coffee and social, for tithing, for miscellaneous, for self-care, for shopping, housing or travel. Everything, all of this I'm just going to be spending from that budget. So the aim is not to spend the whole 500 just on groceries, but for all the other ones as well. Right now I'm just putting them as 0. It's not to say that I won't be spending in these areas, but I am just trying to see of that 500 how much of it I could throw towards my emergency fund, because I really need to knock it down. And yeah, but also because it is my mom's birthday, I'll definitely be spending some money. I just need to move things around when it comes to it. But yeah, so if you add everything up, bills getting 2,705, expenses getting 1,500, savings getting 195, investments getting 700, and debt getting 1,400, that equates to 6,500. Super. And that is my zero-based budgeting. So zero-based is all the income that comes in has been assigned a goal, an expense, an activity, and once that, you know, the goal that's been assigned, we should be with 0. Not that there's 0 in the account, but that every single dollar, pound, cent, shilling, whatever it is, has been assigned a goal. And that's exactly what I have done with this budget. I'm excited for September, purely because of my best friend's birthday and my mom's birthday, but also the fact that I'm planning to definitely rest the last 2 weekends of the month. I'm excited because Q4 of 2024 is about to be lit. I have 3 weddings to attend. 2 of them are destination weddings, so it's gonna be crazy. So your girl is gonna enjoy the last month of Q3. I'm intending to relax, so that's why I want to go to the spa. I am intending to enjoy myself. That's why I want to go to the theater. I'm gonna look at my local theater and see what they're showing. If not, it will be London again. Hopefully it won't be, but London has more shows than my local area, so we're definitely going to have a look at what they have on show. And hopefully this £500 for groceries will cover everything that I need to do. So essentially what I'm saying is that this £500 is for me to spend, right? So to keep myself alive, entertained, and all of that good jazz. But that is my September budget. And overall, that is my September reset for the month of September 2024. I've just done too many Septembers in that sentence, but regardless, I'm very excited for September. I cannot wait. August has been absolutely incredible. I'll talk about it in my budget recap whenever I film that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, for the support on my channel, for the lovely comments that you leave. I do really appreciate them, and I'll see you guys in my next video soon.